Hetep, hetep, hetep. Dua o, dua o, dua o. This evangelist Nana Efia Bliba Kofi Kwai Samampom. I've come once back again. Today we are going to talk about the Ankh, okay? Deep knowledge concerning Nkwa life. Why are we here? What is the purpose of we being here? Who are the goddess that give birth to humanity? Onipa. Okay. So without much ado, anytime I come here, I try to pour libation to the ancestors before we commence everything. Yes, if I have the time, I pour libation. So let's pour libation. Okay. Libation is life. Water is life. All life came from water. Mother of the waters. Mame water. The primordial waters from which all life came into being. Mother Earth is even in water. So we give honor and so call the great waters going around the universe, going around the world, like the sea always giving the breeze, is as an energy of the SUN from Lord WATER, the waters. Water is life. Every individual came from the sperm and the ovum, giving life. Okay, so that much I do. Let's pour libations. Trading upon Nkwa Aminana, Tilosio, Yetimonsu. Sase obatampa a yɛfrɛ sɛ asase yɛ asase efuo nana odi mu nana nkɔ so odi mu ma ɔpiafo nana efi nana yɛ a yɛfrɛ asase yɛ asase efua nana aku a yɛfrɛ kɔ aku ohuru aku kukua aku nana bene abena kwabena abena nana yɛ nana yaw nana ya nana aba nana efi kofi nana amemene nana kwa ame nana ama nana ewusi nana esi kwa esi nana ajo nana ajoa kwa ajo nana mo ya bosoma kese amkuta abodie na mo no kwalidi do so ma abodie nyina na mo kwaso mo genye owia kese a wo wie mu a wo wie sunwo na nkwaso bosoma kese a wo abodie nyina fi sunwo a ye fra bosoma ajo enjo jojo kwajo nana nkwaso mo piafo okra ko fia otimi trimu bosoma fi ko fia de bekra ko fito me nana mo piafo bosoma ni ahom atumi akese motwa abodie nyina mu ahia emudi hye ko fi kyen nana me kire mu nsuo ema mu nsuo nkwaso ene dey sem wo ha asase obatampa a ye for asase ya asase efua nana wa onu kwalide do so ma wo ntoto so nyane na omuna mafuru ma hye omuna mu ba nana no wo mu nana so down nipa down people down abotan down enua down wo mu down ye wo omu ne beba nana nkwaso ene dey mla ye ba bedin komo yi nana me so pa cho so be ma no kre pepepe yo aba atu atese o ya asase wi so nana me da wase so no nyama ogini so asase obatampa nana nana nsa manfo nana nsa mampa mundi anim na mo cheche no kre librim opiafo every na mo muto said didi apia. Yes, if you come here, share for your fellow account or share for your fellow melanated people or person that you think it will help people to become conscious. Life started in the primordial waters. So in Akan, the water is called Insu. Insu nema Nkwa. Insu nema Nkwa translates from the Akan dialect to the English dialect as it's water that give life. I'm not sabotaging any Christian or I'm not trying to bring anyone's faith down. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to liberate our minds from the lies that we've been told when we were young. Always people try to say I'm attacking the church. Sister Bird, you're highly welcome. Sister Bird, you're highly welcome. Malian Pittman, Kerry Achu, Kwame Anthony, Lydia Bankwa, Hetty Anwa, my Sister Bird, Kwame Anthony, Lydia Bankwa. Shinto God. A lot of people, Rasame, Kwame Ade, a lot of people has facilitated my life upon truth. Marlon Pittman. A lot of people. So I come here with passion, great love for my people. So always I've been saying I'm not attacking the church, but indirectly, church was created by some people, a group of people, okay? And church is not any organization which is from the so-called God that they've given to us. Church is a colonized tool that they use to brainwash our minds. Church is a tool to bring you forth down so that you not think to the higher realm. Church is one of the greatest fear tools that they use to persuade or enslave our minds and our life. If you're a Christian, don't hate me, but think about what I'm going to say today. Christians go to church on Sunday. That is why we have the Son of God. The Son of God is being worshipped on Sunday, the day of the Son. Have you thought about this coincidence, or have you talked about this lineage or linkage between the Son? The Son of God just represents the SU and the Son. God represents darkness. Darkness is God. All life came from the primordial darkness. Let me give you an example. Every human being, before you come to this earth, the womb is darkness within waters. When you sleep, when you come to this world and you sleep, you dream in the darkness. When you sow every seed on this earth, you sow it in the darkness of the earth. You go to the tomb, everything is darkness before it rains to bring water, and water is life. Right in the skies turns to darkness. Our quotas for us to get a smooth road to travel, darkness is the quota. Most shoes which are being worn on this earth, the fantastic shoes, Adidas shoes, contains the color black. Every black human being has a melanin. That is darkness. So melanin is life. Darkness is life. So all life came from darkness. Now, in Akan, the sun is called Owia. Ewia no, your friend Owia in Akan. Owia means to still. Wia means to still. So Ewia or Owia, the sun, the SUN, Owia stills what? Darkness. And when you go to church, they will give you an etymological name as Mary. Mary represents Ma, Ray, Ma, mother, Ray, rays, the beams of the sun. So Ma, Ray, Mary, which is translated to Uset, giving birth to Hiru. Hiru represents the sun. Uset represents Mary, Ma, Ray. Mary gave birth to the Son of God to come and die and save our sins, so-called Christianity agenda. But the Son was being born by Mary, mother of the race, mother that gave birth to the Son. That is Moon. That is what we call God or moon goddess. If darkness existed first before life, then the moon appears in darkness. Indirectly, darkness existed with what? The moon goddess. The moon in the sky is darkness, represent the moon goddess. And when the moon becomes full, you see a woman with a child on the laps. So every full moon is giving us what? Full month. 1 month, 1 moon, 1 cycle. Okay? 14 days full, 14 days going to die, giving us 28, 29 days. That is how we have the tortoise, the back of every tortoise. Okay? So darkness is all life, where all life came to be. So Mary, mother of the sun, that is the moon goddess, who said giving birth to Hiru. That is Mary, darkness, the light of the darkness. That is the queen of heaven. If you go to the Bible, Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 17, we will pour wine and burn incense to the queen of heaven. The queen of heaven represents what? The primordial darkness, what? Entity light. That is the moon. So God is the moon. In Akan, Monday goddess is called Ajo, Ajoa. Jo means coolness, calmness. So in the night, in the Anajo also means night. Anajo in Akan is the same as night. And in the night, in the darkness of the universe, that is where the moon shines its light. That is where they told you. In the dreams of Mary, a God spoke to Mary, impregnated Mary, okay, for Mary to give birth to Jesus. It is Horus and Uset and Usa's story. Horus is the sun. Usa represents what? The primordial entity living through what? Living through darkness. Okay? So darkness gave birth to life. Metamorphosis. Do you understand? And within darkness, there was primordial sustaining entity. Okay? As the primordial waters. That is what we call Mama Water, mother of the waters. Mami Water. Okay? So darkness gave birth to light. Okay? So the sun stirs darkness. Example is, no one can walk within the sun and walk without a shadow unless a dead body. So if you don't have a shadow, meaning you are dead or you are asleep. Anytime you walk through what? The sun, you see your shadow, darkness, the dark part of you. That's why we have our soul living in our dark force, in our head, so-called thalamus, third eye. Okay, so the sun, the God that I'm talking about, darkness gave birth to the sun. So the Son of God Indirectly, the Son of God represents what? The SUN. Because no one knows the energy behind what? The SUN. Imagine, have you ever thought about the sun? If you are just receiving the rays, the energy of the sun, and you think it is only photosynthesis, what energy regulates the sun? Think about that. Then there is a bright, divine entity regulating through the sun, who is Ra-Raet. So the Son of God is the SUN. That is why you go to church on Sunday. So every clue, every metaphor story they gave to you in the Bible corresponds to the SUN. That is where they said Jesus changed water into wine. It is the SUN, the sun, that changed water into wine. Nkwa. Nkwa means life. Through Nkwa, we got Ankh. I'll come by that way. I'll finish about the Son of God, then add the Ankh, Nkwa, to attach so that I'll close. Okay, so the Son of God, Jesus turns water into wine. The 12 disciples of Jesus represent the zodiac signs. That is the 12 months of the year. The 12 months of the year represent the zodiac signs. Okay, signs represent what? S-I-G-N. Signs. S-C-I-E-N-C-E. That is signs. We learn signs to understand the signs of the universe, the symbolism of the universe. Okay, so the metamorphosis from which the sun changes water, okay, into wine is what I'm going to give you. When it rains, these oil palm trees, every plant, the grapes, every plant on earth takes their energy, their source from the primordial waters. That is the Mami water. In the skies, it's not any man called Jesus and the Father with the beard, but in the skies, on top of the skies, the firmament is water, the primordial waters. So if you read your Bible in Genesis, okay, it will tell you that the Spirit of God was resting upon the waters. You understand? So the water is life. Okay, so when it rains and the plant takes this energy of the waters to manifest their life with photosynthesis and grow, that is where when you fertilize or you ferment the food, the waters from these energies, the plants, you get wine. So it is the sun that changes water into wine. That is the SU and the sun, which is Jesus, the Son of God. Okay, and it is the signs. The sun represents Jesus. Okay, the SUN represents Jesus. There has not been any man coming to stay on this earth called Jesus. It was first called Zeus, okay, or Iosis, or Iosus. Going down, tracing down to what? Taking our stories from ancient papyrus. Do you understand? The coffin textbooks, the book of coming forth by day, a lot of books. Okay, so when the sun changes water into wine, this is how Jesus represents the sign, and the sign passes through all these 12 zodiac signs. That is why Jesus was the master. The sun is the master of what? The 12 zodiac signs. Upon the 12 zodiac signs, they are all rotating within the darkness. The sun walking on water, Jesus walking on water, is also akin to the SUN walking on water. Anytime that you are close to any river, the sea, when the sun is rising, look upon the face of the primordial waters or the ocean, you see the sun walking on the water. It's not Jesus. When the sun is going to set, okay, sunset, when the sun is just close to a water, look on the surface of the primordial waters or the ocean floor. Now you see the sun setting, and the sun, the rays of the sun will be passing through or will be mimicking itself on the surface of the primordial waters. The sun is walking on water. Yeah, Hayford, Melon Pittman, you're highly welcome. Sister Bed, you're highly welcome. Share for your fellow accounts, okay? So, the Son of God, the SUN, is the sun that gives life. That is what we call Nkwa. Nkwa. Nkwa in Akan symbolize life. Life is corresponding to the Ankh. Ankh. Nkwa. The Ankh is the symbolism of what? Life. The Ankh is being called Akwaba or Akwaba. Akwaba. Sorry. In Akan. This Ankh is how they push everything together to give us what? The cross. Indirectly, people have been talking about the cross. The cross represents the four corners of the universe. That is news. News. That is why they give us news. 6 o'clock news, 3 o'clock p.m. news, 6 o'clock news, p.m. news, 9 o'clock p.m. news. News is talking about what? The four corners of the universe, north, south, east, and west. It is also representing the movement of the sun. going or traveling its journey from summer solstice, winter solstice, autumn equinox, and what? Spring equinox. Okay? Spring equinox and autumn equinox are corresponding on the what? On the horizontal line. That is the equator. Okay? Then on the vertical line corresponds to summer solstice and winter solstice. That is the balancing of what? The universe. The four corners of the universe that the sun travels. Okay? But the cross of what? The Christians, where Jesus is dying on the cross, is talking about symbolism of death. In the ancient of days, Akan people were having Akra Komu Adie. Akra Komu Adie. That is, they were having what? The symbolism of the cross as what? Representing the sun with a gold what? Energy in their what? Neck. Every king was Akra Komu Adie or Akra Komu Adie. Okay? Chris Hadi, you are highly welcome. Akra Komu Adie means what? The change of the sun, which is symbolizing the movement of the four corners of what? The sun's energy. Okay? But the cross of Jesus represents death. Indirectly, it represents the ability to change someone's mind backwards. Do you understand? The reason why, if you go to what? The cemetery, you see the cross. Okay? Rest in peace does not mean rest in peace. It means a lot of what? Different stories or different meaning as reset in peace. Reset in peace means the sun resets, redo. That is why we have Ra or Re. Re means to replicate, to replicate, to be balancing itself. Okay, so anytime the sun goes to set, it arise. Okay, so it is Re or Ra. That is what we have. The Okra Komu Adie. Kings were wearing it. A lot of people were wearing it. Okay, and it all comes from the Akwaba or Akwaba or Ekua. Kua means farming. Ekua or kuku or kuku or eku also means Wednesday goddess. Wednesday goddess means kuku or aku or akua, represent the primordial darkness. Okay, through Ekua we got Akwaba. Akwaba represents the Ankh, the symbolism of life. Life is not existing on its own. Life is existing on the primordial deities. Okay, deities are called Obosum or Abosum. Okay, Obosum means one, Abosum means plural, double. Okay, called Owisha. Do you understand? It's the same thing. This universe manifests itself through the Abosum, through the deities of this universe, through the primordial darkness. All life came into being through Mercury. If you go even into science, and if you go to astrology, Mercury is symbolized as what? A dead planet. That's where all life incarnates from. That is the motherboard. The motherboard. Mercury is the motherboard for the what? The primordial universe. That is why we have Akwaba and Nkwa. Nkwa is the same as what? The Ankh. The Ankh represents life. Okay? The symbolism of life. This whole represents the divine consciousness that gave rise to what? Everything, the moon and the sun, giving rise to the primordial earth. Okay, the Ankh also, some people will say the Ankh represents human being. Okay, this is your head, this is your two hands, this is your leg. Because when every individual you are coming into this life form, when your mother gave birth to you, this is how you represent. Okay, the Ankh represents what? The divine life of this universe. The Ankh was shaped as Akwaba, Nkwa represents Nkwa, Nkwa. Do you understand the symbolism of life? That is why if you are using the Ankh, indirectly, you are using the symbolism of life. And life comes from what? The SU and the Son of God. And the Son of God was given birth by the moon. So it is a lineage, a linkage, okay, from some place to some point. Okay, so there is a story in Akan that there was a woman living on this earth. She was barren and she went to a priest for divination to get a child. The priest gave this woman what? Akwaba, that is the fertility dough, and told the woman, the priest told the woman, when you come home, put the fertility dough at your back like a child and always what? Put it at your back. It got to a time the woman was able to get pregnant. And Akua got what? Pregnant. Now, the pregnancy is as what? The spirit force of what? Life. Because if a woman is pregnant, indirectly, the woman is creating a new soul to bring life on this earth. That is why people have been saying the women are God, because they created us. Every man was being born by a woman. Okay? So when a man puts the sperms and conjoin with what? The estrogen, or let me say the ovum. Now it combines as one. When this entity combines as one, now life is being created. So life is from water, okay? And the woman creates life. Every woman creates life, okay? So when every woman brings life form or a new life into being, it indirectly means that you've given what? Life on this set. And life is called Nkwa. Nkwa is also called Akwaba. Nkwa means life. So now, let me go back to my story. This woman got pregnant and gave birth to life form. Okay, now Ekua has given birth. Every child is called Ba when your mother gives birth to you in Akan. And someone asks your mother, hey, how are you? How is your Ba or how is your child? Then you say, Meba no hoye. Meba means what? Child. Or Maba. Maba means to arrive. Or Meba, I will arrive. Or Meba means to take a leave. Even when you are leaving from a place with friends and you tell them you are going, you tell them Meba. Meba means Maba. Maba also means to arrive. And Ba also means the spirit, a new life form. So Ekua now gave birth to Ba. Now Ekua has given birth to what? Nkwa, a life form. Through that, we got Ekwaba. Ekua represent Wednesday goddess, Mercury. Mercury is called Ekua, Kukua, or Ureku. And Mercury resonates with the primordial darkness. The primordial darkness corresponds to Ekua, Mercury goddess, Bosomaku. And through the darkness, all life forms came into being. Now, Ekua has given birth. Ekua has given life. So, Bosomaku, any individual that you die on this set, that you are listening to me, the day that you die and they will put you to the womb, it is Ekua, Bosomaku, Ekua. Efi represents the primordial grounds of the holes that they will put you inside. And Asasiya is the energy that will facilitate your stay in earth. And Efi and Ekua works in conjunction. Okay, so before you go to the womb, Ekua, Busumaku, Wednesday goddess, is the God that will send you, or that will make sure you transcend with what? A smooth journey to the ancestors. And when you are a divine soul, you are a righteous soul, and you are supposed to incarnate on this earth through the Ekwaba, the womb of every woman, to come forth life again. It's Mercury goddess, Wednesday goddess. Okay, that will give birth to you as well, to facilitate your smooth coming of on this earth again. So Ekua gave birth. So it is Bosomaku, Wednesday goddess, that facilitates our life. And through Ekwaba, we got Nkwa, the Ankh. Indirectly, it symbolized that the universe is a feminine energy giving birth to what? Ankh, Nkwa, life forms. It's deep, but please, you have to collate. So life is coming from the Ankh more than the cross. The cross is a symbolism of the sun, but indirectly it has been what? Turned upside down. Okay. So when the sun is arising, if you look on every church, there is a cross on the church. The cross doesn't represent Jesus dying on the cross. Jesus dying on the cross is the sun, the sun. So when the sun arises from the east, the sun hits what? The cross. Okay. And that cross is called what? The Akra Komuadie. That is the symbolism of what? The sun. That is why the Muslims also took the symbolism of the moon, put it on the mosque. They all direct these energies to the east. Why? Because there is what? A fascinating what? Energy existing through the sun and the moon. Okay, so if you are a Christian, please, I'm not demonizing